Good day, everybody. Michael Wenniger here at Essanté Organics. My prayer for you is that you stay with me during the duration of this video so you can really see the laser focus of what Essanté Organics really means to you and to the rest of the world. And we're going to talk about a lot of different things, and I got some bullet points here, so when you see me look, it's because I want to make sure I cover everything so you understand the Essante story, the mission of the company, the vision of the company, and the future of Essanté Organics. So, opening, I want to, first I want to share what it was like in the beginning, okay? Second, I'm going to share what is happening now. And in closing, you will discover the mission, the vision, the future for Essanté Organics, a company with a heart and purpose and a global mission. So let's start in the beginning. And again, I got to look at some notes here, my bullet points. Let's talk about our humble beginnings, right? We got my brother and myself that we've worked in this industry as people that were promoters of one company that we were with, right? And did extremely well, had extreme success with that particular company, and moved on to other areas of our life, still seeking the rewards of the work the hard work that we put into the company, and went on and had a successful music career, owned some multi-million-dollar businesses, and a lot of real estate here in sunny Phoenix, Arizona, right? And what happened was that I had a idea for a product, right? And so what happened is I went to work on this product, being a formulator, and launched a company with one product back in 2003. I worked on it and did the field testing. In 2004, we actually launched a company with one product, and it became a global sensation. 40 million of that product actually sold. And what we did with all that money, not only that we used to start out the company, but all that money that we've made, what we did is we parlayed it, those profits, into Essanté Organics. And we launched Essanté Organics actually in 2010. We worked on it all throughout 2009. And before that, so we started with one product, then brought out a second and third real quick. And then in around 2007, we went into, or 2006 and 7, we went into our whole alkalizing division. And in 2009, we broke out with the Essanté Organics, right? So how many organic products did we start with? A handful, right? Because the necessities, the ancillaries, the things that you use on a daily basis. I don't know the exact amount, but version 1 in 2010 of the Essanté Organics catalog was launched, along with the video, The Toxic Truth. Now, how many corporate headquarters have we outgrown? This is now our third. And we'll get into that because I want you to imagine what we're doing as we speak right now with Essanté Organics. So let's look at what we've done now with this company, all right? And why Essanté Organics is becoming a household name. Because our vision is a vision that comes from the heart. And I want you to look at this company, Essanté Organics. Don't just see this company. I want you to really look at it and see it, have it be a heartfelt feeling when you look at this company, because we wanted to start the first, and which we accomplished by starting the first and only 100% chemical-free, 100% toxic-free, and certified organic living product company. And we focus on live, raw, organic, alkalizing, whole food, nutrition, inside and out. Never been done before, even as of what you're watching right now. Never has been done before from a place of what we're going to talk about. Because we saw a problem out there in the world today. Back in the 1900s, the chance of a person getting cancer was 1 in hundreds, right? Now, it's 1 in 2, okay? When we were kids, and you would say to somebody as a child, and pardon the squeaky chair, right? It's my favorite though. As a child, you could say to somebody, you know anybody with cancer or kidney disease or things like that? And you would just look at somebody like, really didn't. Ask that question today. And guess what? Everybody does. So what causes these things? Every single study. We didn't do the studies. All the university, all the medical universities, the studies are rapid out there. But what do these studies indicate is every single thing that's going on with ourselves is due to the chemicals. The chemicals we're putting in ourselves and the chemicals that we're putting onto ourselves. Remember, what good is it to put chemical-free, toxic-free, organic, and wild-crafted ingredients in you through nutrition when you're putting chemicals on you? Makes no sense at all. So what good is putting healthy, chemical-free, certified organic, and wild-crafted ingredients on you when you're putting products with chemicals in you? And I'm sorry for the loud truck out there, right? So the key is to do the both exactly the same. Make sure that you can get up in the morning and all throughout the day you can live your life without any chemicals, and you can go to bed at night feeling really good about yourself and about other people that you've helped. When you're looking at a business in this industry, look at the business through your heart and see what happens when you're actually really changing somebody's life, when you're changing people's lives, when you've taken some health issues. A real good example, irritable bowel syndrome or something like that. And people have alkalized themselves. And this incurable condition is no longer there. When you look at a business from the heart and the products and the things that you're going to represent, and you go out there with a heartfelt message, and you really change lives, and you change people's health conditions, they will be a customer of yours forever. And the money will follow. The money will follow. The success will follow. Because if all you have is something on the front end of a business, whether it's a juice, a shake, a lotion, a potion, a patch, anything that's giving these temporary, visual results or short-term things that go away after so many hours and everything like that, what good is that? Because then your business is dependent on the back end. And when you look at the back end, guess where your integrity and character and ethics and everything that company stands for? Where do you find that? On the back of the label. That's where all the honesty is. That's where all the character is. That's where all the ethics are. Everything, even your sustainability and longevity, is going to be found on the back of those labels. You want to know why? Why do we say that? Why is that the message we're trying to convey? Because it's such a strong message. Look what happened. Now, Taco Bell and Pizza Hut are doing ads. Oh, we're taking out some of the artificial ingredients. Oh, we're getting rid of the dyes, you know, the red dyes and the yellow dyes. Chipotle was one of the first companies ever to go after ingredients that are, pardon the phone, going after ingredients that are fresh and without steroids and additives and preservatives and things like that. They went out after those types of things. And now all these other companies are following. And it's not because it's just they're doing that. Customer pressure, consumer awareness is going through the roof right now. And the customer base is forcing these companies doing that. If you don't believe me, just look at, we're not only a company that believes in our mission and our vision. We're a company that actually puts our feet on the street and goes out there and campaigns. So we're doing that for you. Go on my January posts and see that because of all the pressure some of these companies are getting. Revlon is taking away some of their chemicals. L'Oreal is doing away with some of their chemicals. Now that government and different organizations are coming down on these companies, the only thing they can do is either say, hey, we had a great run and let's be done with it, or we need to start cleaning up our labels. It never had to happen here at Essanté Organics, because we will not make a product. That is our promise to you. We will not make a product with the chemical. We will not make a product. Our products are chemical-free, 100% chemical-free. Everything. 100% toxic-free. Certified organic and wild-crafted ingredients. The Organic Living Company. Leaves Green Footprints, which is a registration of ours. That's what we're doing in the future, because that's what we have to do. When this world was created, okay, you know, when this world was created, our maker didn't go out there for 6 days and create this beautiful place to live, and man and woman, and looked back on the seventh day and just went, this is good. And what did he do? He rested. He didn't get up the 8th day and start making a bunch of chemical factories that you can put on and in yourself. We weren't designed to be walking human chemical factories. That's why the issues exist today that do. Everything that is made to sustain health and vitality and youth and life was found in the garden. In the garden. So what we have to do as a society, in order to progress, we're going to need to regress and take you back. Essanté Organics will take you back to that garden where there was no chemicals, where there was no toxins, and where there was health, life, youth, vitality, and goodness. We develop products from the heart. And we hope when you look at this business, you're seeing this from the heart. Because when you change somebody's life from a health standpoint, and maybe you might have saved a family because they simply switched stores, and now in 3 years, they might have ended up with a bad doctor's report, and they never will because of what you've done for that particular family. There's no words that can describe the feeling that you're going to get from that. And let's look at now about Essanté Organics. Pardon me, but I'm going to hit the reds. So, and I'm going to look at my bullet points, so I tell you exactly what's happening, and then we can look at the future, and you can see where we're going, because I think it's going to get you just filled with motivation, and it's going to get you feeling just so excited that you won't sleep, just knowing where you're going with a company such as Essanté Organics. So now we have increased corporate leadership, resulted in new products, new labeling, web pages, training sites, and videos. All right? We've increased corporate leadership, resulting in not 1 or 2 or 3, but 4 Business for Home Awards. Best Global Company, Best CEO. Thank you very much for nominating me for that. Best Training, and the Best Compensation Plan. That's absolutely huge. And we've increased supporting staff in shipping, social media, and bilingual and multilingual customer support. Increased sales month after month, unprecedented. Most companies go down and up. We continue to be strong and steady and methodical, and increasing every single month from the month before. We increased our easy orders and customers, just basic customers, month to month. Increased the number of field executives month after month, which far outweighs attrition, right? Increased health advisory board members. Now let me tell you, most of you know that I went in for a surgery recently for a hernia, right? And it means a lot to me when you go back for your post-op appointments, one with my medical doctor and one with the general surgeon, and the staff, the nurses, the doctors are using our products and coming into the business because they couldn't believe what they saw with the healing process. And after experiencing the products, what has happened in their families' lives, there's just not a better feeling. And when you get diagnosed, which I did in 2006, with what's called IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, right? Which meant that I went to the bathroom regularly. I mean, I'm just telling you what it is, right? And that was fine, but this uncomfortable feeling, and every 3-4 weeks you're in at the doctors and they're pressing around and pumping down and everything else, and it's like every 4 weeks you're just paying for a doctor's appointment, only to get the same report, and then to walk in there one day and say, you know what, back up, I heard a radio show, right, about alkalizing. This was right before our alkalizing division, and so I heard about it and what it all does, and you can look that up, and how it works on the body. See, the body is designed to heal itself. All medications do is put Band-Aids on symptoms. It's not a doctor's responsibility to cure you. If you were cured, they'd have no business. In my eyes, doctors work for pharmaceutical companies, right? Because they're giving you all this stuff, but nothing's really happening. But your body, in an alkaline state, proper pH, will do wonders. It'll heal itself. So I got this issue, And I've been told for, 9 months, it's always the same thing. And I hear this radio show about alkalizing and so on and so forth. So I cancel my appointment and I wait another 4 or 5 weeks and I super alkalize myself. And then they want to bring in 2 more doctors to tell me that they misdiagnosed me because I had a condition that wasn't supposed to be curable. And guess what? I took out a pH strip, I sucked on it, and when it came up close to 8.0, their jaws dropped, and they admitted that they don't really talk to people about alkalizing, but they knew what it was. And from that point on, I never had an issue ever again. And that particular doctor. So I've only had 2 issues in my entire life, and that doctor is now using our products and telling other folks about our products as well. So, and you will see them shortly on our health advisory board, which has increased as well with their members. New growth requires new field leadership platforms. The monthly top producers panel, we have that. The annual Great event, the clothing line, the Great Green Shop, the luncheons, the tour buses. I mean, all these things that we're doing now. We now launch between 2 to 4 products. Well, we launch a lot of products throughout the years. In the last 6 months, we brought out 4 more products, and you're going to find more coming out. Let me tell you, when you're talking about vision, and you are so laser focused on what you want this particular company to do and where it's going to go, I can tell you this. We have 400, yes, 400 other formulas completely finished, and the same amount of essential oils done. All 100% USDA stamped, certified organic. So you don't just put all these products into a catalog because you would confuse the people out there trying to build businesses. So you have to bring them out at the right times, in the right amounts, and do the education that follows. We're not any company that's out there selling products and gimmicks or anything like that. We're an education-based company. And so you'll see a lot of things coming out. Remember, that means these are finished formulas, which means they were researched, which what we do. We formulate, we develop, reproduce. They have to go through all the testing requirements that need to be done, and they're done. And they'll come out and be introduced to the general public. And you won't believe some of the things that's happening here at Essanté Organics. Now, the newest catalog just launched. And what's really funny is the largest company in the world that saw that catalog. And I believe that even though the internet is very powerful and you can look at things and meet people and connect and talk through just typing, there has to be that relationship, right? So I thought the best thing that could possibly happen is we would have a catalog that you could hand to somebody. And when you get the #1 company in catalog sales, Avon, calling up here wondering who our chief marketing officer is because they can't believe the beauty of that catalog, it makes you feel wonderful as a company that you're doing the right thing because you've left somebody with something that they can touch and feel and experience. I think what is a very big compliment to us is when we have other companies in our field, the corporate staffs of those other companies submitting resumes that if you ever come in and you want to take a look, we'll share them with you, that they want to be a part of this team because they can see where this company is, the direction this company is headed in. When we created a category that has never existed before in the history of life, in the history of the business, in the history of the world. See, the world is going through the biggest paradigm shift it's ever went through. nobody can stop it. You, me, everybody that watches this, collectively, we can't stop the world from going green. They say that the green movement is going to make more billionaires and 100 millionaires, meaning people making hundreds of millions of dollars plus, than Microsoft and the internet combined, because it deals with everybody's life. And we're dealing here with commodities, things that people use every single solitary day. So when you look in this industry and you see that, this company offers everything. We're penetrating a $9 trillion industry, where other companies, I don't think, really understand that. So when you look at that and you say, when you look at certain categories that we have, there's just companies out there with that category. And sure, some people will be interested in our skincare line, and some people will be interested in our essential oil line, and some people will be interested in our alkalizing division, and some people will be interested in this or in that, but everybody in the world takes a shower, uses deodorant, washes their hair, uses sanitizer, cleans their clothes. The commodities that are necessities. And what makes us different than any other company in the entire world, we're the only company so laser focused on 100% chemical free, 100% toxic free, and certified organic and wild-crafted commodities that are necessities, and bringing it out as quickly as possible and educating, the education that goes along with it, so you can build yourselves empires. And when you got other companies, long-term and some that are right there, submitting resumes because they want to be a part of that $9 trillion industry, and seeing a company such as Essanté Organics that created the category, it didn't exist before, and we're meeting the supply and demands in the markets and trends that we're penetrating, it gives us great honor to see that these people get it and they want to be a part of it. So, moving to a much larger facility. Remember, where we're at now, this is our third move. Next one, which we're doing in the process of doing right now, is going to be the mother load. And we'll envision that in a second. Now, the future vision of the company. New product launching at the Great Green Event, used daily by 98% of men, women, and children. Our new products we launch every Great Green Event, we went through that. Our products that people use every single solitary day, that makes sense, and they get you excited. And they fall under categories that need to be there in order to have sustainability and longevity. One, they're unique. We're not a broker. We are researchers, formulators, developers, producers, manufacturers, right? We're the warehouse, we're the support group with the sales aides. We're your warehouse. We're your shipping device, and we pay you every single week, and we're never a minute late or a penny short. And it's been like that for 10 years, and we have never ever changed the compensation plan, and never will. And we think this is why this is the company without levels, because all levels do is create breakage for the owners. And I don't believe, I'll tell you what I do believe. I believe if you've been in this company for 10 years, or if you've been in this company for 10 minutes, and now you go out for the next month, and you got a full calendar, and you're working it, and you worked 20 hours for the week. I'm just going to pick numbers out of the sky. And the guy who's been here for 10 years has worked 20 hours for the week, And the person that's been here, or for the month, I'm sorry, for the month. And the person that's been here for 10 minutes has worked 20 hours for the month. And they both brought $100,000 in volume through that door. They both need to get paid the same. We're not going to create gimmies, gotchas, hoops, hurdles, headaches, trap doors, secret passageways, circus tricks for you to try and get more of the money that you brought in that door. You built an organization, it's yours. You built a business, it's yours. You brought the money in, you get it all. So we reward people with money. All right. So we got new tools coming out all the time. Our newest catalog just launched. Oh, we went through that, right? The new facility. All right, I want to talk about the new facility. I hope you're following me on this, and I want you to really follow me on this. I want you to close your eyes and just get into a nice, quiet place and keep your eyes closed with me. And I want you to close your eyes and visualize walking into the Essanté Organics corporate office. And you're walking in, and you're meeting the receptionist or who's ever sitting up front. And you're in an area with living plants all over the place, on the wall. It's like a spa, right? As soon as you walk in, our products are displayed in cases with elements of the earth, and you're going to see the sand and wood and water, and it's just going to be beautiful, and you're going to hear the waterfall, and you're going to see the things, you know, the water wall. How does that get you? Because this is what our plans are, our layout for the corporate offices. We're right now searching for that building. And if that building, we've walked into some, and you know when you're there because you get the goosebumps when you walk in. You see it, you feel it, and that hasn't happened yet. And if we can't find that building, then we will go into production and we will build this building, because this will be an experience like nobody has ever had. And then imagine conversation nooks where you can proudly bring guests in to share the vision of this company. And it's earthy. You hear the water. You feel like you're almost in the rainforest. You can smell that smell. That spa feeling and theme in every single room. You're going to see bamboo. You're going to see stone, water walls, waterfalls, the wood wall coverings, grass, actual grass, pathways, and more. And the organic cafe. You're going to walk in on one side. We envision this organic cafe with Wi-Fi, and it's open to the public, and it's free, and it's open to the top, to all the field execs, right? And you can come in there and you're going to be able to order. What would you like? A little snack? Would you like something to drink? It's all an organic cafe. And then we're going to have an organic smoothie bar open to the public, and it's free, and to the top field reps, and you're going to have that in your building, right? An organic restaurant. And I mean, when you sit down, you're sitting down next to, bamboo and plants, and it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And I don't know, excuse me, how many of you know this, that I went through international foods when I was in 16. I was a top 5-star chef at the age of 19. Worked at the #1 restaurant rated in the world, which actually came from Milwaukee, Wisconsin at that time, in its category of what it served. I was the executive chef for some of these places. So I envisioned this restaurant, organic restaurant, right? Unbelievable. It's also, as we well know, I'm into fitness, and you need to take care of that temple. This body we have is just a vehicle. It's a vehicle. It's a vehicle that gets you from point A to point B. And if you owned a Lamborghini, you wouldn't put just regular oil into it and stuff. If you owned a Lamborghini and you could afford that and afford all the maintenance, you wouldn't put stuff that you would put into a 1970 Volkswagen Bug. You're not going to put that kind of stuff into your Lamborghini, and you're not going to put chemicals and toxins into your vehicle, into your body that you shouldn't be putting in, because it's housing. This is the temple. This is your temple. It houses your spirit and your soul, and you wouldn't be doing that as well. So the organic restaurant is going to be able to allow people to experience and have that experience. And that will be open to everybody, to the general public. And a fitness room like no other, like nobody's ever seen. Because that's what we're trying to hand down to our children and our children's children. How to live clean and eat clean and physically be clean, right? And I think now the most important part of the wing or of the division of the Essanté Organics World Headquarters is the Learning Center and a Children's Learning Center. Because when we love somebody, we give ourselves to them. So in this Learning Center, what we envision is what this company is all about. Education. It's handing down education and educating others. Again, we're not selling. There's a problem out there. We are the solution to that problem. The problem is chemicals. And here you got chemical-free and certified organic living. And education is the most important pinnacle of what we do. So we are developing a learning center where, whether it's screens, whether it's a lot of different earth elements and displays, but what it is a place where people can see how people lived way back when we didn't have these issues, and then when chemicals came into our lives, and what all happened with self-regulation and everything that happened there, and how it's evolved into now a world of issues and problems and things, diseases going rapid, because we've broken down our bodies, our temples, our vehicles. So the Learning Center is going to just be pinnacle in the Essanté Organics headquarters. Because why are we here? And what are we doing this for in the first place? A good proverb says, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. And I believe that the best thing we can give our kids is a good, solid education. And at this point, some of our kids are educating us about clean living. But we're here in Essanté Organics to build a legacy so we can leave a legacy. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the future and our mission. We are looking at a company that, again, a safe, toxic-free home. We make a house a home, and as I've been saying this for years and years and years, and then the home, a safest place to raise your family, where they can enjoy the best products, but everything. And if they promote those products, they'll also be able to enjoy the highest level of compensation in the world. And the best part is, they're never, ever going to have to worry about that compensation plan ever changing. It has never changed for 10 years, and it will never change. Never. Because we believe in, hey, we all work together. We're on a mission. We put, and by purchasing the products, by shopping at this wonderful place called Essanté Organics, and we thank you because we are all philanthropists. Because of the Essante Foundation, proceeds of that goes to organizations, all different ones, every single month after month after month. We are here to serve, and that is exactly what we are going to do, is serve. We're going to serve all the way from the product research and development manufacturing level. We're going to serve on what we give to the public for products to use, and you and I are going to serve the world by helping people. And we're going to have a servant's heart because we see people, human beings, through our heart. And the best thing you can do is allow them to use products and use things and give them the best experience they ever can have in life. Because if we do that, we're doing the right thing. And the best part, and they will never ever have to worry that we will do anything to compromise our integrity. Again, your ethics, the ethics, the integrity, the honesty, the character, the sustainability, the longevity, every single solitary thing any company stands for in this day and age is found in one place, people, on the back of these labels. Because I got to tell you that every person that, all the corporate team members of any company knows what's on these labels. And if what's on these labels, if you're looking at these labels, that's where you find everything that company stands for. And if you go up to a corporate team and you say, oh my goodness, do you know what's on that label? You know what I just found? And they say to you, oh, I didn't know that was there. They shouldn't own that company. And if those company owners and that corporate team knows that some of those horrible things are on those labels, they shouldn't be owning that company. This is 2015, not 1975 anymore. So, we will never do anything to compromise our integrity. A company with a heart, a company with a soul, and a company with purpose-driven mission. A company for everyone. Everyone from every walk of life. A company that lets you go to bed at night feeling truly good about what you promote. I hope you've got a sense about what Essanté Organics stands for and what our belief is here at Essanté Organics and yours. Because if you look at the word Essante, it combines two different words. Essence, which we know what that means, and Sante, which means total health. The essence of total health. Essanté Organics, the organic living company. God bless your days. God bless your family. God bless our days, your days. God bless you, your businesses, and thank you for listening throughout this message. Have a good day, and we'll see you again on another segment.